about the screen, I'm sure. Russ gets the free throw to go. 92-89 New Orleans. West has 2 dozen. Whoop! Ball got away from Tayshaun. Bellinelli with it to Paul. New Orleans up 3 and with it, 4.5 to play, and that's a moving screen by Okafor on Will Bynum. And I don't think the conversation he just had with Tommy Nunez Jr. heard it all. Sometimes you got to ask an official just to watch for something.
You saw the movement. He swayed, and the officials were looking more attentively for it that time.
Greg Schultz, our statistician, filling in for Joe Abramson, says that's 5 on Okafor. Ben Gordon to the baseline. BG gunning off the rim, but off the fingertips of Ariza and out of bounds.
Jason Smith returning to the New Orleans lineup.
Jason Smith into the ball game for Monty Williams' crew. Bynum inbounding, and a push-off called on Ben Gordon trying to get to the basketball. It's his second. What happened? Let's see.
Well, he pushed off on Bellinelli. The officials caught it. He's trying to reverse his field.
Bellinelli really fell away. Selling the call. Not a bad idea. Chris Paul chest to chest with Will. And Will's called for the foul by Leon Wood. 3 on Will. Team fouls of 4-4 here with 4:06 to play. Chris Paul with the shot clock at 10. Jason Maxiell comes to help Will Bynum. Jason Smith screens. Paul to the rim, scoops no. Tapped in by David West. He has 26, tying Tayshaun for the high mark in the game.
I imagine they're going to run that high pick the rest of the way.
Then Gordon inside to Charlie V. Couldn't convert. Rebound West to Paul. Could use a stop here with 3.5 left. David West off to Jason Smith. Missed the jumper. Tayshaun to the basketball. This is a huge trip. Knocked away by Ariza. And Tayshaun trying to get the ball back. Called for, or is it Ariza for the foul? Ariza fouled him taking the ball away, and that is going to be the call.
Here on the penetration, look at West slipping in after the Pistons have to adjust to a penetrating Chris Paul, anticipating where that ball is going to come off and getting the tap. It's David West.
3 and 17 to play. Tayshaun at the line. First one rolls off the rim. Join us again Wednesday. The Pistons visit Toronto. Coverage begins at 6:30 with Pistons Live. The game is at 7. Pistons basketball Wednesday night on Fox Sports Detroit and Fox Sports Detroit HD. Talking to one of the ball boys tonight from Highland, Michigan, Cameron LaFontaine. It's been a good game, Gregory.
It's been a good game. It's been a fun game. It's been, you know, nice seeing some guys come off the bench in the effort for the Pistons.
Tayshaun missed them both, gets it back, hooks it, and hits it. What a scramble move by the Palace Prince. He has 28. Do you believe that? It's a 3-point game, 94-91 New Orleans, 3 minutes left. Chris Paul nearly had his pocket picked by Jason Maxiell. Chris Paul now losing dribble. Somehow got the ball to David West, 4 on the clock. Paul from the corner, misfires, rebound, Charlie V. Ben Gordon to forecourt, just over 2.5 to play. Pistons down 3. Will against Chris Paul. To the corner, 2-time. Finds Ben Gordon. VG with a drive and the scoop and the score! within one. Ben Gordon with 17, 16 of them in the second half.
Their patience paid off a moment ago. And the last few times now, Ben Gordon has been able to go off the dribble and get to the basket, George. Huge hoop here.
Timeout New Orleans after this deuce for Ben Gordon. Great tonight. Hey, he has to be our PNC prime time performer. 12 out of 16, Gregory for 28, a double-double, 10 boards, nearly a triple-double. He's got 6 assists.
You want versatility? Well, Tayshaun Prince has been all of that and more in this game. Picking up some of the scoring slack, which was necessary. I love that move. Man, that was nice. Here on the block, versatile, doing everything. He's rebounding the basketball, he's scoring, he's dishing, he's defending. And Georgia just hoped that in the end, it ends up in a victory because you'd hate to waste that type of performance.
I agree. There was his steal right there after missing 2 free throws, came in, took the ball away, and laid it in. So he has 2 blocks, a steal, 6 assists, 10 rebounds, and 28 points. Our PNC primetime performer, Tayshaun. And let's update our McDonald's Player of the Game voting for the McCafe Caramel Mocha. Tayshaun leading Tracy McGrady and Charlie V there. Final results post-game on Pistons Live. And check your text response for special offers from McDonald's. 48% of the vote for that man, Tayshaun Prince. He has been huge tonight.
I want to watch to see how the Pistons are going to guard this high screen if they continue to do that, and I imagine they probably will. Jason Maxiell has been showing and staying, really allowing the guard to recovering, and it's causing them to have to make sure they rotate properly. Tayshaun Prince is going to be out on the head, though. He's guarding Chris Paul.
West wheels to the lane. Jason Maxiell gets a piece of the shot, and we get an Emeka Okafor shove. Jason Maxiell gets one big-time stop there, and then Okafor's guilty of his 6th foul.
Yeah, there's that block.
There's the block. Bam!
And then the over-the-back push.
Okafor's he's all through. There's the push-off.
2 hands squarely in the back.
Emeka sits down with 13 points, 12 rebounds, but he fouls out with 2:03 to play.
I like the adjustment late game, putting Tayshaun Prince on Chris Paul because he can stay with him. He can stay with him for a while, but his length could be bothersome. And it was something that the Hornets, I don't think, were expecting.
Another free throw won't go. This one around and out for Charlie V. Pistons now 12 for 20 at the line. The Hornets 18 for 22.
Some big-time misses in the 4th quarter. Mine.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining.
They weren't ugly misses, but they were misses, and it's still a 1-point Hornets lead. Chris Paul to the paint. Ariza dishes back to Paul. Now it's David West where they want it. Mid-post. They'll have to give it up, though. Good stand by Jason Maxiell. Topside to Paul. Misfires with the clock running out. Rebound gathered in by West.
Got to get that rebound. Got to get that rebound. One advantage of having Tayshaun Prince on Paul, if they have to switch it, then you're not switching big on the small.
Exactly. Here's Tayshaun guarding Chris Paul. Shot clock at 10. Chris Paul penetrates. Double clutcher. Got it. 3-point New Orleans lead with 1:17 to play.
Detroit calls timeout.
John Kuster will take a timeout. Pistons playing hard and playing well against a New Orleans team that's already won 16 ball games and features a great point guard in this man, Chris Paul.
You know, Gerald Walker, assistant coach Gerald Walker, who has coached in New Orleans And as Coach Chris Paul told me that this guy could get 40, George, if he wanted to. On any night, he's that good of a scorer. He doesn't do that because he likes to keep everybody involved, obviously, and be a point guard, get his assists. But when they do need some scoring from him, especially at clutch time, he can get it done.
You know what? I asked Daryl about him when Daryl was in New Orleans, and because we have a relationship all the way back to his playing days here. I said, who's he remind you of? You got to go back to the little fella. And by that, he means number 11. Fewest games to 3,000 assists. Chris Paul almost got there as fast as Isaiah. Oscar Robertson, numero uno, then Isaiah, then Chris Paul. What about KJ, Kevin Johnson, Tim Hardaway, and, oh, there's another Johnson. Your teammate up at Michigan State, the Magic Man. Chris Paul in this one has 21 points and 9 assists. Will Bynum, by the way, 15 points and 8 assists. A minute and 17 left. Huge possession for the Pistons. They now trail 96-93. Tayshaun against Bellinelli. Dribble hands to Will. Tayshaun with Bellinelli on him, gets a Charlie V screen. They'll feed Charlie V inside, slips away, flips it up, fills it up. Charlie V with a huge hoop. The Pistons are within 1. He has 17. Final minute now at the Palace. Crowd's really into it. And as Jason Maxill shows on Chris Paul, down goes Paul.
You want to show, you want to contain, but you don't want to get that much contact and put him on the free throw line. That was a foul that the Pistons did not want. But before that, watch Charlie V go aggressively to the basket, finish with his left hand to pull the Pistons to within 1 big move right there.
Chris Paul at the line, calmly gets the first. Leads the league at the stripe. That's not the guy you want to put there. Better than 91%. He now has 23 and 9 assists. 3-point lead for the Hornets.